To many in Europe, the new expanded FIFA Club World Cup is seen as a waste of time, a pointless competition, and just another stop on a never-ending football calendar. But for clubs outside of Europe, it's seen as an opportunity like no other. I mean, this year alone, we're seeing fans from like Monterrey, Auckland, Sao Paulo, and all over the world being able to represent their colours, their clubs, on a platform that they otherwise would never have the opportunity to do. The FIFA president Gianni Infantino has engraved his own name on the trophy himself, looking to create a legacy not just for football but for him for years to come, including two stickers of himself in the official sticker book, showing that for him this tournament's more about making money. He's even gone on iShow Speed's live stream to try and convince clubs to sign Cristiano Ronaldo just for the 1 month competition.
So if any club is watching and is interested in hiring Ronaldo for a Club World Cup, who knows?
And if that wasn't bad enough, he basically gave Inter Miami a free access to the competition just simply because he wanted Lionel Messi to take part. So the tournament lost a lot of credibility before it even began. But for a lot of clubs and a lot of fans from around the world, this competition right now has a much deeper meaning. Despite all of the issues with FIFA's true intentions, fans from all over the world are showing up to these games in numbers. In some cases, like the Chelsea LAFC game, where barely 20% of the stadium was full, we're seeing others where the stadium is packed out with fans. We're seeing the Miami Beach being flooded with Boca Junior fans, Times Square being painted in green and white for Palmeiras. And even yesterday, as the time of recording, Wydad Casablanca showed up in their numbers for their debut in the competition against Manchester City. And the teams of these clubs are showing up as well. I mean, Boca were 2-0 up against Benfica before unfortunately being pegged back for a 2-2 draw, whilst Palmeiras managed to draw 0-0 with Porto in a game where they could have easily gone on to win it. And as someone who's heavily invested in Mexican football, if you couldn't tell by these two beauties right here, what's going on with Mexican football right now is hilarious. The national team are playing in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. You would expect fans to be showing up in their numbers, to be rallying behind their men to win a 10th title in that particular tournament. And whilst that is the case, a lot of fans from different clubs are showing their support for Monterrey and Pachuca at the FIFA Club World Cup. And after the first round of games in the tournament, Mexican teams have held their own. Monterrey, who finished 7th in Mexican football this past season, they managed to get a 1-1 draw against Inter Milan, a team that finished second. They were the runners-up in the Champions League. And of course, Sergio Ramos had to get a bullet header to give Monterrey the lead. They could have easily held on to that win, whilst Inter Milan did create a lot of chances. Monterrey had some of their own as well. But that 1-1 draw will go down, and it will be spoken about for years to come in Mexican football. It will go down in folklore because it's just something that is completely unimaginable. Anytime Mexican teams play against someone from Europe, it often ends in defeat. So for Monterrey to go there, despite having a very poor season in the regular campaign, they've gone over to the US. They've played into Milan, where many people expected them to lose and to lose comfortably, and they've managed to get a draw. So this is something that is going to be spoken about, not just from Monterrey fans, but from fans all over Mexico for a long, long time. And in the case of Pachuca last night, they unfortunately lost 2-1 against RB Salzburg. But it was a game where they actually played very well. Solomon Rondon could have had a hat-trick, but he just could not take his chances in the game. And there were players like Brian Gonzalez and Elias Montiel, two very young Mexican players, who otherwise probably wouldn't have had the chance to show just how good of players they are. But after this tournament, I'd be very surprised if they stay at Pachuca, because they've shown that they can go toe-to-toe against some of the best teams from the Champions League. So there'll be teams in Europe for sure looking at Brian Gonzalez, a left back for Pachuca, and Elias Montiel, a holding midfielder, two young players, like I say, who have started the competition after the first game extremely well. And whilst this tournament is about performing well, it's about the storylines, because next up for Pachuca is a game against Real Madrid. They did play each other in the Intercontinental Cup final back in December. It ended 2-0 or 3-0, I think it was in the end, to Real Madrid. But they'll play each other again. It's a chance for revenge for Pachuca. But looking at Solomon Rondon, he's about 35, 36 years old now. But imagine if he gets the winning goal. Like, we're talking about the Monterrey game being undoubtedly one of the best games in Mexican football history. But if Pachuca can get a result against Real Madrid of any kind, it will go down as the best result of all time in Mexican football. And so that's where we are with the FIFA Club World Cup right now. Like I say, its reputation has been tarnished by some of the actions by FIFA before the competition. But we are seeing glimpses of what this competition can be. It's about the fans, it's about the storylines, it's about teams that would never get this type of opportunity before being able to show themselves in three particular games. But if they get beyond the group stage, it's going to be magical. We've seen with Auckland as well. Okay, they lost 10-0 against Bayern Munich, but these are incredible stories of players that would just never get this type of opportunity. But look at the fans as well. It's not just about the players, the club, it's about the fans as well that are being able to represent their club that is going viral on social media. We've spoken about Boca Juniors, about Palmeiras, and what those fans have done in particular. But just look at some of the clubs around the competition. For me, I love what this competition could be. I would love it if FIFA were honest and said that their intentions were just to make money and all of that. But we're seeing glimpses of what this competition could be, the true, authentic, genuine side of football, what the World Cup mostly is. We're trying to see that now in the FIFA Club World Cup. But hopefully, as a Mexican football fan, we can see Pachuca and Monterrey get some good results in their final two games. Monterrey will play River Plate in their second game, and you know that's going to be fire. It's going to be one of the most fierce, if not the fiercest game in the entire competition. So, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the FIFA Club World Cup right now. Who's going to win the whole thing? Who's going to be your biggest dark horses outside of Europe? I'd love to know your thoughts. So, until next time, guys, peace out.